I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm excited about this episode today, man. Divisional football round is actually over. Now we got 4 teams left. It's the final 4 of the NFL. Y'all, can y'all believe it? All right, 3 more weeks of football. That's it. 3 more weeks of football. Listen, y'all got a good episode for y'all today. I got 3 of my bros with me. I got Davey Dollars. He's back. I know he's turned up. We got Mr. Your Dumb Son, Tomo. And last but not least, I know this man is excited heading to the conference championship game. Got my man finals. Carl, how y'all doing, fellas?
I mean, I ain't in the playoffs, so
we chilling.
You know what I mean? The 2 guys right here. It might be a rematch coming. I don't know.
Will be.
I'm good though.
It will be. There's no might. It will be.
It
will be.
Hey, one of us gonna be there. I don't know which one.
Both of us would be there. Get ready for the Christmas rematch. I'm excited. Dave's Doghouse returns Wednesday at 7 p.m. It's going to be a not a double show, but it's going to be a longer show than normal. But the R2L special episode won't be until next week. So because no one has voted on anything. So I can't do anything without any votes. Oh, I guess you didn't watch my last episode, Carl.
No, I did. I know that you got the doghouse and we making votes and everything. Nobody voted?
Nope. Nobody. Including you.
I know, but hey, look, I'll talk about it off camera.
But man, it's I'm excited. We back in the NFC Championship game for the 4th time in 5 years, which is crazy because the last 7 times we've made the playoffs, we've been in the NFC Championship game. So I'm excited about this, but job's not finished. The Ravens are also in the AFC Championship game. First time they have held a home game in the championship game since 1971. They weren't even the Ravens during that time. But the crazy thing is they're there. But it's Monday, man. Money making Mondays. First show of the week. I'm back. First time I'm actually going to be on more than just 2 episodes throughout the week. So let's turn up, man.
Turn me up, 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 up.
Do you think, Jody?
Let's get it. So if you're watching this, like this video on 3 platforms. We are streaming this on Facebook, X, and YouTube. So like it on all 3 platforms. Share the video on all 3 platforms. Follow and subscribe on all 3 platforms. Use the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all putting on throughout the show. Shout out to the first comment, Daniel. Right, he on a win streak. I don't know who's gonna beat him tomorrow, but he's on a win streak as far as the first comment. All right, shout out to him in the comment section. Use it. We're going to put the comment on the screen. We can see everything, right? We're going to put them up there. But if you feeling good, you want to put it in a donation, do a super chat. We're going to throw it on the screen, pause everything we're doing, and we'll give you the limelight, give you the shine, give you the floor. Because we appreciate all of the donations. Yes, sir.
Donations.
And the gifts.
Gifts. Gifts.
And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, the floor is yours.
So Dave came with the energy. Y'all heard Dave? Sound like he was in the locker room. He's like, man, oh, we going to Vegas. We ain't going there just to see Usher at halftime neither. We going to Vegas. They can't cut the lights out in Vegas. You know what I mean by that, Carl? That's what Dave was saying. Now I feel like I want to go out there and play football, but my team in Cabo, we won the Cancun Bowl. I mean, so I can't play over there. Meanwhile, Saturday, Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, a lot of rain was falling down. You know, I think Mary J was playing in the background. Ja Rule came out. It was just those rainy days because that's how I looked the way the Packers came out there. They thought they was gonna pull another Dallas stunt, and 49ers shut that up. So we got to talk about the good, the bad, and the purdy. Jordan Love left Packer Nation heartbroken after throwing that late game interception to stamp the 49ers going to the NFC Championship yet again. Dave, you said it. I think this is your fourth or fifth time going. 24-21 victory over the Packers. How you feeling?
Stressed. Even though I'm glad that we won, I'm excited that we in the NFC Championship game again. But I did not like the game plan. Whatever game plan we came out with is not ideal for us to be able to win these meaningful games. We got away with one on Saturday. We got away with one Saturday night. And for one, our defense did not play particularly well, like I expected as well either, because we allowed the first 100-yard rusher in 51 games. And it's not the right time to be allowing 100-yard rushes when we were one of the best, if not the best, rushing defense in the entire league. So there's that. Then there were too many plays where wide receivers were wide open, where Jordan Love was able to basically had a field day. Now we cleaned most of that up in the second half. We didn't allow too much to happen, and our red zone defense actually was really good in this game, other than the 2 touchdowns that we gave up. But our red zone defense was they did exactly what they needed to do. I'm just in those conditions, Kyle Shanahan, what was on your mind to not run the ball more than you threw the ball? I don't understand it. Purdy threw the ball 39 times in that game. I'm almost certain none of y'all know how many times Purdy has thrown the ball 35 plus times this year.
Is it 0?
Twice. This is not what Purdy is built for. This is not what this offense is built for. We run the ball first, and we throw the ball through play action. Now, this is not to say that Purdy cannot throw the ball. He led the league in a lot of quarterback categories throughout this entire season. So this is not to say that he's not a good quarterback, but you don't go away from what got you here. We are a run-first team. We are a physical team. You made us a finesse team by throwing the ball more than running the ball. Then Debo got hurt, of course. I mean, but we won this game, but that was with the loss of with Debo getting hurt. So at least we showed that we can win without Debo on the field. And then it got scary because at the beginning of the fourth quarter, we were down 7 points. Now I understand that we made the field goal basically once the fourth quarter started, so we were only down 4 technically. But y'all know the stat. Before Saturday, we were 0-30 under Kyle Shanahan when we were down 5+ points in the fourth quarter, and we finally got one. And it's the time to win that needed to happen. Now I want to talk about the last drive that Purdy led in order for us to actually win the game and go up 7. So first pass he threw was to Jennings, went for like 6 or 7 yards. Then he threw the ball to Kittle and he dropped it. I was like, all right, what's going on? Then threw the ball to Brandon Ayuk across the middle, grabbed it, another first down. threw the ball to Kittle again, got about a good 8-9 yards. Then threw it to McCaffrey, got a few yards. McCaffrey ran the ball for about a good 4 or 5 yards, got a first down. Then he threw the ball on the side to Chris Conley, got another first down. Then Purdy scrambled, ran out of the pocket, got 8 or 9 yards, and then he set up the touchdown on 3rd and 1 to Christian McCaffrey. Now, a lot of people were asking Purdy to have a moment. My question to y'all is does that count as a moment? Does that count as a moment? Because they say that he can't win coming from behind. Does this count as a moment? Because no, he didn't throw the touchdown, but he led that drive in order for us to be able to be in position to get the touchdown that Christian McCaffrey scored. So I'm glad that we move on to the next round. But Kyle Shanahan, I'm telling you right now, do not call that same game plan in the NFC Championship game. Do not do that.
Joe? Yeah, Joe.
All right, I'm here. Sorry.
Thought you was calling Kyle Shanahan again.
No, no need to call him right now. He called me, by the way. But it was a good game. It was a great game. I had a feeling it was gonna be a good game. Like I said that when we did our predictions, picked the 49ers to win that game. Jordan Love, hey, he's a good quarterback. They got a bright future. Jair Alexander showed us this playoffs why he's an elite corner. You know, he did a good job against CeeDee Lamb, and he did a good job against Brandon Ayuk. I want to say that right there. All right. And they got a young offense, young roster. Matt LaFleur is shown to be not a Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers wasn't carrying him. He was holding his own. He's showing that with Jordan Love. So I want to give him props for that. All right. Now, I do want to mention that fumble recovery. That was the best fumble recovery I've ever seen in my life. I just want to mention that. All right. I just want to mention that. But I just want to talk about Purdy. I know they kind of went through it, but what Purdy did 2 days ago was he put Kyle Shanahan at peace. All right. 0-30 going to the full court, like they said. Purdy, what everybody say? Can you at least lead us one time? Can you do it without all your weapons? All right, guess what? They didn't have Debo. Guess what? The conditions were bad. And guess what? They needed a touchdown. Not a field goal. They needed a touchdown to win. And guess what he did? Like they said, he went on that drive, he went 6 from 7, 47 yards, 11 rushing yards, 3 first downs. His only incompletion was Kittle dropping the ball, right? So I got to give him credit for that because we will give somebody like Jalen Hurts credit for leading the team on field and Jake Elliott hitting a 50-something yard field goal. Tom Brady giving Vinatieri a field goal, right? Mahomes giving Buckner a field goal. So he did his job. Although he didn't play well, right? It's times when he plays well and they win, he don't get credit. Okay, he didn't play well, but when it mattered, he did what he supposed to do and got it done. So I give him props for that. So shout out to Purdy and shout out to the 49ers.
Carl?
All right. So look, right. This is my only rebuttal. I don't remember Kittle dropping that pass. What I remember was, if I remember correctly, Brock Purdy missed him on an out route too high. It was a second down out route. I don't know if this is the right situation. I will look. I will look.
No.
But I do remember Brock Purdy missing Kittle on one pass on an out route to the sideline. It was too high. I don't know if it was that drive. It could have been a different drive.
Carl, he tried to
That's
run
a different drive.
He tried
to catch it.
That was okay.
He tried to look before he caught the ball. He dropped it.
Okay, cool. Like I said, it could be a different drive, but I'll look. Now, this is what I said about Purdy. Me personally, I said it don't look as good when you don't have everybody. Did it look good Saturday? No, it did not. He did not play well. I wasn't one to say he what was y'all just saying that he's like, I don't know, I guess trash. I could be exaggerating, but I just said it don't look good, and it didn't look good. They got the win, yes, but if bruh make the field goal, that momentum might not shift. I feel like that missed field goal shifted momentum and gave the 49ers new life. Brock Purdy gets an excellent. I'm not taking no credit away from that drive because he did an excellent job leading that drive to score 4 touchdowns. Not taking no credit away. But we all know football and sports is a game of momentum. Mm-hmm. And that missed field goal like I said, gave the 49ers new life. Brock Purdy did his thing, led him for a touchdown, and then immediately, not the first play, but like immediately, Jordan Love, I think, third play, rolls right, throws left in the triple coverage. Like, what are you doing? So, hats off to Purdy for that drive. No question. And I agree with Dave. Terrible play calling by Kyle Shanahan. You have the best running back in the league this year, Christian McCaffrey, and he has 11 carries going into the fourth quarter. That is ridiculous. What are you doing? And not only that, he had 11 carries for 73 yards and a touchdown? That's over 6 yards a carry. It's just bad play calling, bad coaching. And I don't want to say this is the reason why he did it, but it can't be looked at as a reason why he did it. He wanted to show y'all why Brock Purdy should be MVP. That could be a reason. I don't think it's the reason, but it could be looked at that way. Like, he wanted to show, hey, look, I got the MVP. I'm going to show you why the MVP. But to be honest, that was the Christian McCaffrey game. It's raining. He's already averaging 6 yards a carry. The Packers, it was one time when Quay Walker was out the game. I'm like, that's like their best linebacker. Run the ball. What are you doing? He's throwing the ball. Then he came out one drive, ran the ball like 3 times. McCaffrey got stopped for like no gain or like maybe a yard. He was like, oh, scratch the run. We're just going to throw it the rest of the drive. I'm like, bro, okay. Not every run is going to hit for 4, 5, 10. You're going to have your zeros, ones, maybe even a loss of a yard. You got to stick with it. And then I think that drive ended in a punt or something like that. But in all reality, Brock Purdy did not play well. But like y'all said, when the rubber needed to make the road, he led him for the game with the drive. So I will give him credit for that. But he better not play like that next week, or he going to have some problems on his hands.
Problems on his hands. The problem is the person calling the plays, like y'all said. Right after a few of those drives where they just kept going out, pass, maybe one run here, pass, another run here. But it seemed like every time Christian McCaffrey got the ball, he was like, I might not touch the ball again, so I'm going to just run as hard as I can. And then he would probably get a first down, and then they go pass. And you're like, hold on, Cal. Purdy, CMC, they got you here. Mm-hmm. Physical offense with your physical defense makes y'all the physical 49ers. This is y'all identity. The run opens up the pass. And I'm still looking at this game like, hold on. You get here and you switch it up. This sounds like another team that just played this same team, but on defense, you get here and you switch it up. So then I put in the chat. I was like, this sounds like the Falcons. Didn't they get to the Super Bowl? These two same people found a way to get to the Super Bowl, got to the Super Bowl, went up, and lost the game. Kyle, this is how you lose games. Be who you are, because can't nobody beat you when you're yourself. I mean, your guidance counselor even tell you that when you were in elementary school. Nobody can be you but you. And if you be yourself, then nobody can beat you at it. And that's what was happening. They was beating themselves trying to have Purdy throw the ball in the rain. First of all, if it was nice outside, it probably would have been a better day. But in the rain, it wasn't looking too good. The Packers are one of those teams that once you give them some confidence, they're going to try to run it up on you. And Aaron Jones was running it all day. Technically, Dave, what you said about your run defense, it was there, but now you have to also think about it. Y'all had the week off. So a little bit of rust factor came into play. I found a way to stop them towards the middle of the game, but in the beginning of the game, it was a little rust factor there. So I gave y'all that. But every time Christian McCaffrey touched the ball, something great happened. Every time Purdy had touched the ball, something almost bad happened, but then also almost something good happened. So that's why you got to talk about the good, the bad, and sometimes the Purdy. The good was that McCaffrey, anytime he touched the ball, he showed y'all, look, we going to the house with it. The bad was Kyle Shanahan saying, hey, I want to take the ball up my running back's hands so the quarterback can show y'all why he MVP. And the Purdy was, I just got to do what he called, because every time he calls something, it's been right. So, yeah, going into the next week, you don't want to do that against Dan Campbell.
They also run a lot of screen passes, too, though. That 39 attempts is kind of misleading. They do a lot of screen passes. McCaffrey has 7 receptions also. So it wasn't like he abandoned McCaffrey. And also to give him more props for that last drive, because I think we're undervaluing it. Y'all realize when you're in a clutch moment, a lot of times you look for the guy, right? He didn't have Debo. he had IU. He threw a dime to IU. That
Yep.
pass in the middle of the field was a dime. He threw it to
Mhm.
Chris Conley. Chris Conley had 3 catches the whole year.
Don't disrespect my dog.
Hey,
No pun
I'm
intended.
sorry. He had 3 the whole year. And
They didn't
and
no
he
disrespect.
trusted
He
him,
just ain't getting no PT.
and he trusted him in the clutch. That just tell you that he was in the zone. So he did something to this weekend that we haven't seen him do, that all y'all been begging him for him to do. Can we at least see it once? Well, he did it once, and now we're gonna say, well, he didn't play good. Yeah, that makes it even better. He didn't play good the whole game, but when the time he did exactly the opposite what Josh Allen did. Josh Allen played good the whole game, and then we get to the fourth quarter, he didn't do what Purdy did. Purdy didn't play good the whole game. Fourth quarter, money time, I got you.
Well, we know how you feel coming up later on the show.
Exactly. But I was gonna say this. Technically, this was one of those moments, Dave, and I'm kind of upset that you didn't really think about it. Didn't AJ try to kill you for this moment against the Browns?
That's exactly why I brought this up. That's why I said it. That's why I asked that question. That's absolutely why I asked this question, because people say that one of your weapons go down, he don't play the same. I could have said the same thing about Jalen Hurts. Before he had AJ Brown, what was Jalen Hurts? Was he an all-pro quarterback? No, he was not. And he can't say Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert wasn't there, because they were there. The offensive line was there too.
And then when Lane Johnson was gone against the Chiefs, he was bad the whole game, but he made the play in the fourth quarter, right?
But we don't say nothing about that because he all pro. He went to Super Bowl. We don't say nothing about that because he did all that. But Purdy, all right.
Not my fight.
Y'all see where I'm going.
Not my fight. So I ain't got to worry about that. But this is what I also did want to say. And this is more so a shout out to the 49ers. 49ers defense made the plays when they was there. Drake Greenlaw, 2 interceptions. Darnell Savage dropped a pick 6.
Big play, Drake.
I'm not saying that because of the school he went to.
No. I'm saying it because of if number 4 threw that pick, he would have caught it. Because he did the same thing last week.
Oh, that's facts.
It's the same
play.
mean,
Green Bay did draw like 3 picks, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's facts.
Because they caught them all last week.
When they was there to be made, Green Bay did not.
No,
and that's also a huge point there. Now, I just want to give you a little insight why Dave might be a little fiery. In the chats earlier, he walked right into a joke. He walked himself right into it. He said, I need the play calling to be better. He can't do this again. So I put game manager with the thought emojis twice. He was pissed.
I will say this though, Dave. I had your back. I know you was busy yesterday, but as that game was going on and Kyle was acting the way he was acting, not yesterday, Saturday, I said, I think y'all owe Dave an apology, man. This is why he told y'all he wanted to get rid of Kyle.
He definitely did.
Exactly. And look, my guy Eric came on the show and said the same exact thing. Y'all thought I was tripping until he came on and said that.
Go ahead and get rid of him.
I'm not saying get rid of him now.
No, Joe. No. Nice try, buddy. Reverse psychology ain't gonna work here.
He's trying to get back. But guess who else trying to get back?
49ers ties.
Guess who else trying to get back, Joe? You know who trying to get back to that AFC championship. But it's a no-go.
Trying his line.
Man, you need a snowblower, snow mower, need something. So I'm gonna say this. I was reading my daughter a book the other day. She was like, Daddy, can you read me some Dr. Seuss? I was like, what you know about Dr. Seuss? She was like, I like green eggs and ham. I said, word, that's funny. Because I got something for you. Do you all like green eggs and ham? He kept asking, can you eat it here? Can you eat it there? Would you like it in the car? Would you like it in the rain? Would you like it in the snow? Could you do it against Joe Burrow? Could you do it at Arrowhead? Or could you do it at Orchard Park? And Josh Allen kept saying no to all these questions. And I was like, thank you, Josh, because I know you can't. Because now you're 0-4 against Patrick Mahomes. You wanted Patrick Mahomes to come to Orchard Park so you all could play him in the playoffs. And guess what happened? You got defeated by Tay and crew, 27-24. Yeah, I heard you. Tay and crew, 27-24. Look, my man had to leave because he ain't like that. My bad, Dave. But they got defeated by Mahomes. So before we get started, I gotta get out in a couple minutes. So I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on this right quick. Josh Allen, playoff record. He has 5 playoff wins. Most of those came against backup quarterbacks. And the one time he played a starting quarterback, he got hurt and couldn't finish the game. So there we go. That's another moment. Josh Allen again, when he went up against 2 top 5 quarterbacks, you got Mahomes and you got Burrow. Both of them he played. One of them played away. Both of them he played in his house and lost both games. Yesterday, Josh Allen did not turn the ball over. Yes, he did. He fumbled. So with the one fumble that was recovered because the Chiefs got real happy, they was trying to go home too quick. They wanted to pick it up and scoop and score. They could have just got the fumble. But Josh Allen played a decent game yesterday, enough for his team to win that game. But yet, there's always going to be that moment where if you're on the cover of Madden, you're just not going to be able to finish. And that's what happened. Joe, I know you're over there thinking. I really want to hear what you got to say. But this is a FJA victory lap. So, Carl, take it away.
Yeah, bring up the initials, baby. Bring up the initials. Josh Allen Club. This is a victory lap for us, boys. Another year, another division round exit. And this time, home sweet home for Josh Allen. But I'm not going to do that. I got my little 2 cents in there. This is not a bashing. I'm not going to do that. This is a professional outlet. We're going to keep it professional. And we're going to talk about the game. And Josh Allen, first half, looked magnificent. Not going to lie. He got away with an illegal forward pass, but honestly, watching that in real time, it didn't look illegal. So I'm not going to criticize the refs for missing that. It looked like an illegal play when I watched it in full time. I even, in the chat, be a member, I even in the chat said, hey, that was just a magnificent play. So I'm not going to kill him for that. He made a little play where he faked like he was going to scramble, hit somebody over the middle. That was another. He was dealing. Like, he was doing his thing. They go down. They score 3 points. They scored 17 in the first half. And it's 17-14 at halftime. Now, when we talk about the second half, money half, where the rubber needs to meet the road, he goes and scores the first drive. I'm thinking, oh, yeah, this about to be a shootout all game. Let's read the next couple of drives. We have turnover on downs. Ridiculous fake punt, I believe that's what that was. Yep, we have the turnover on downs and the fake punt. Ridiculous.
The Make-A-Wish play?
But you got to chill. You got to chill. Then we have another punt, and then we have a missed field goal. We have 3 drives with 0 points, down 27-24. Now, can you kill Josh Allen for all of it? No, you cannot. What you can kill Josh Allen for is the end of the game. You have a guy wide open in front of your face, and you say, forget the for show money. I'm going to go after this deep ball. And you miss. Now, a lot of people saying, well, Carl, he got bumped. When was that ever an excuse for an elite quarterback? Never, especially when we hear all the time about Josh Allen, the ability to make these throws, his arm strength, different arm angles. He's next to Mahomes, is the second best in the league. We just watched Jordan Love the week prior against Dallas throw off his back foot and hit, who was it? Luke Musgrove wide open for a touchdown. But we're going to give Josh Allen the excuse. So it's cool for a guy, this is his first year, but not the guy that's 6th, 7th year. Okay. Then we move forward, third down, he misses a guy. Now we go to the missed field goal. The kicker, he missed 2 field goals the week prior against Pittsburgh. And we're going to put the game in this guy's hands and then be shocked when he missed? We serious? And even if we don't miss, right? Say Tyler Bass doesn't miss. He makes it. You give Mahomes 1 minute and 40 seconds, believe with 2 timeouts, and all he needs is a field goal. Mind you, the one stop you got before the only one punt they had, Mecole Hardman fumbled the ball out the back of the end zone. So y'all didn't stop them from scoring. Mecole Hardman fumbled. Okay, you want to say that's a forced turnover? We forced it. Cool. Didn't really look like anybody punched it out. It just looked like he lost the ball. I don't know why they was trying to force Mecole to get a touchdown. I don't know why they didn't just run at him with Pacheco. They literally just scored the last time running at him with Pacheco, but
Pacheco won in the game.
Try to get cute. Go ahead, John.
Pacheco won in the game.
Yeah, I think he got.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know why he isn't in the game and you're not running him.
He might have been tired. The way
I think he checked himself out.
Over. Yeah.
But still, you got Clyde, though. Clyde just cooked. My bad, go ahead.
I had a 20-yard run in that game? Either way, just run at him. I don't know why you just don't run at him. I think it was on 1st and goal too. Just run at him.
First and goal.
So, yeah, I don't put all this game on Josh Allen because that'd be stupid. That would be stupid. But Josh Allen does get blamed for this. And let's also talk about the play calling for a second, right? If you watch that game, you wouldn't think that Josh Allen had the trustworthy. The coaches trusted Josh Allen to make plays throughout the entire game. They ran the ball a lot. They ran a lot of short stuff. Most of the time we see quarterbacks top 5. They got range to throw the ball most of the game, intermediate to deep. They ran a lot of short stuff. Then y'all saw the next gen stat that was posted. He had 16 completions like at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage. The number, it might be a little off, but y'all saw the stat. And he completed 50% of his passes like past the line of scrimmage to being at the sticks for a first down. That's not necessarily that doesn't to me screams trust in a quarterback, especially after he leads the league again in turnovers. That doesn't scream trust to me. But hats off to the Chiefs. They get it done. Mahomes had a pretty good game. While this is my victory lap, can't forget this. I know Tomo said that was a turnover. It's not. Josh Allen had no turnovers. We can't do that. He had no turnovers. Yes, he tried to turn the ball over on that drive, but he still finished the game with no turnovers, so we can't do that. But he definitely tried. He definitely came out, tried to throw 2 picks. He definitely fumbled right after. Thank you to his lineman for recovering that. Or was that
Kincaid? Lineman props. Kincaid punched it. Kincaid pushed it. And then the lineman covered it.
Yeah, lineman recovered it. He
Shout out to the team.
Him.
You know,
and then they went for it and got it. But can't do that. We can't give him a turnover. He did not commit.
He did fumble, though.
That's not a turnover. They recovered it.
I said he fumbled, but they got it back.
Yeah, but you said he got one. We can't do that. We can't do that.
He got a fumble.
But all in all, hats off to the Chiefs. Hats off to Mahomes. 6th straight year. 6th straight AFC Championship game at the least. He played a pretty good game. Made throws. MVS made catches. MVS made catches. He made a contested catch to start the 3rd quarter. I said, oh, he caught it. And then to be honest, Trent Sherfield, Stephon Diggs, they didn't catch it. They dropped it. Diggs, you're a number 1 receiver. Why are you catching the ball like you play Pop Warner on a deep ball? Like, what was that, bruh? Y'all can take it away.
Carl, you gonna read on my notes, dog? Like, what's going on?
I want to say one thing before
you
you
read on my notes.
That's part of a certain membership. I shouldn't be reading nothing.
I want to say one thing before you go, Joe. Both of these defenses could not stop the run all day. I just want to throw that out there. Like, that was insane. I don't know what happened. I thought it was just a Cowboy thing, but it's something going on, man. Pay these running backs. Before I leave, I just want to say that because remember they didn't want to pay running backs, and look who's leading all of these teams to victory in the playoffs. It's
Not
running backs.
Not all of them.
Most of them. I mean, he's a fullback. He can't go ahead.
No. That's not what I'm talking about.
All right, so look, the Bills, I gotta get on props. They played a really, really good game. I mean, you gotta think about it. The Chiefs, 2nd best defense in the NFL. We said this is the best defense Mahomes has ever been a part of. First of all, I want to correct Tomo. You know how people slight Josh Allen? He did beat Lamar. When Lamar got hurt, the score was 17-3. And it was in the 4th quarter. So just put that out there. Don't make it seem like he only won because Lamar got hurt. They were up 17-3 in the 4th quarter, by the way. So I just want to put that out there. Josh Allen, thinking and dunking. Carl, I disagree with you. They don't trust him. First of all, you're going against a wonderful secondary. You know that, Carl. One of the best secondaries in the league. That was the game plan coming to the game. And what that did, open up the field. These dudes couldn't catch. Stephon Diggs missed a key catch. What's the other cousin's name that missed a key catch? I forgot his name.
Sheffield.
And everybody keeps saying, there's a toe cut by Stephon Diggs. You're Stephon Diggs. You're supposed to be that guy. These are the times we need you to step up and make those catches. Come on, man. We saw MVS make a crucial catch, right? And he's been dropping the ball all year, but he made the catch. So I want to say that real quick. But they played a great game. Think about it, y'all. Top 3 defense. They had 27 first downs. Most first downs the Chiefs allowed all year. 0 sacks. First time that happened all year. 3 drives went for 75 yards or more. First time that happened all year. Snead haven't given up a touchdown all year. Guess what? A dime by Josh Allen ended that streak. They played a great game. The difference is they win against Patrick Mahomes, man. This is why, Tomo, I didn't want to pick the Bills. Remember on the show, I was like, yo, everything told me to pick the Bills, but because of Mahomes, I don't want to do it. These dudes couldn't catch or so go ahead.
I want to tell you this. The same way Mahomes sent Josh Allen home, he about to send me home. Y'all boys make sure y'all have a good show. I'm going to be in the comments.
All right, Tomo. I'm going to call you down. All right, Tomo. All right. Man, look, Mahomes, man. Hey, Carl Dave, man, this dude, yo, this is why I didn't want to do it. I told Tom, I said, Tom, I want for the Bills, but this is Mahomes, dog. These dudes were sorry all year offense, right? All year. They haven't won a game all year when they gave up 20 points. Haven't won a game all year. But guess what? They had 0 false starts. Y'all know that? 0 false starts and 0 holding penalties. What? These dudes had no drops the whole game. Right? Mahomes is almost perfect. They had 1 punt the whole game. Right? Okay, I'm going crazy. All right.
Why I gotta read it?
I read it.
I got it. Shout out to Donnell with the 499 super chat, superstar member. I public owe my brothers an apology for a comment in the chat today. With that, Joe, I apologize for going that far with my joke. Hashtag Josh is a fullback.
Do we have a sound effect?
Yeah, I don't think we got that.
Appreciate one, but you ain't had to, man. I wasn't mad. All right? But y'all got to be in the cup. Appreciate it, one. Listen, man. They also averaged 9 yards per play. And that's the most they had in playoffs since Mahomes been there. They offense is probably one of the best offensive games I've seen them play in the playoffs. All right. And I do want to say this too, y'all. Look, Sean McDermott. I said if they lose this game, he should be on the hot seat, right? I did say that. That punt call, you know what that told me? He's scared. He was scared, bro. He was scared. And then you fake the punt. That tells us that, okay, you don't want Mahomes to get the ball, right? That's what that tells us. But then on top of that, you allowed this team to throw the ball when they had an opportunity to drain the clock and not get Mahomes the ball back. Everybody keep banging the kicker. They would have scored anyway. Like Carl said, 1:44 left with 2 timeouts. So the one thing that Josh Allen didn't do yesterday was close the deal. He didn't make the necessary plays, like Carl said, he described it to y'all, to close that deal. I don't want to hear about no kicker. I want to hear about no play calling. That was his moment to be great, and he wasn't great. He was only good at game.
Yep. The only thing you're going to hear from me is about that decision from Sean McDermott. I don't know what he was thinking on that 4th down play. It was, 13 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and you – first of all –
was it that much time left?
Yeah, it was 13. It was 13 minutes left in the 4th.
On what?
That 4th down play. That on the fake punt. 13 minutes left in the 4th quarter. It was maybe like 12:50 something. I know that something, but it was close to 13 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So it's on your own.
12:50 is correct.
Yeah, it's on your own side of the field. And not only did you do a fake punt, you did it with someone who has barely played in any game this year for real. Shout out to Cotto, Big O, or as they say, as we say in the chat, front runner O, with the 199 super chat. Shout out to R2L, A Carl, Mahomes taking over the bank.
I know I ain't gotta never worry about the Cowboys taking over nothing.
Hey, the only thing they're taking over is Twitter.
They getting taken over. Over AT&T.
Hey, they're taking over Cancun. That's what they.
Everybody friendly in the Cowboys taking over Twitter. Everybody going on deck. Go ahead.
Facts. But man, that to me was one of the weirdest times to call a 4th down play in your own territory at that. And then you give it to DeMar Hamlin. Now, I think we all are glad that DeMar Hamlin is back in the NFL and he's back playing. We're glad that he's healthy. We all saw what happened last year. But why would you put him in this situation? You got running backs, correct?
That'd be obvious, though.
Yeah,
I mean, if you line them up there, it's not as obvious if you always line them up there.
Exactly.
Look. The Chiefs playing for wins. They playing for likes. What color say from Oregon? That's like what's going on.
I get it, but
Clicks.
likes ain't gonna get you to the next round. Sean McDermott, that was a stupid play call. You didn't put your team in a position to win by doing that.
I'm scared.
You almost lost the game at that time, because if it wasn't for that fumble that went into the back of the end zone, you'd have been down 10 points. And it's not like your offense was moving the ball very well in the fourth quarter, because the Chiefs defense stepped up. L'Jarius Sneed and Trey McDuffie wasn't allowing nothing. And like Joe said, Diggs kept dropping the ball like he was McDonald's ice cream. It just don't work. It just wasn't working. I don't know what's going on, man. But for me, that was I won't put that all on Josh Allen, but like both of them said, when it counted, he didn't step up. When it counted, Mahomes was Mahomes. And Kelsey got 2 touchdowns in that drive. NFL, please.
Best game of the year.
Please stop showing Taylor Swift every time Kansas City scores a touchdown. I don't think we care. We don't care.
You over that money. They trying to get them Swifties and one looking at them games.
Well, look, the Swifties are about to be gone after this weekend. So,
hey, look, this is all I gotta say. The reason I would have more sympathy for Josh Allen if people gave my dog sympathy, but people wasn't trying to hear me when it come with Lamar, and now how quickly do them tables turn. So now I'm not trying to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to hear.
And now everybody trying to hop on Lamar bandwagon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, stay over there.
Well, he should have been getting his props in the beginning. Don't give him props now.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next topic, man.
Get that Eagles fan out the chat.
Jason Kelsey taking. He did though. He I ain't gonna fake. He took over.
The taking over and had a moment is completely different.
Yeah, exactly.
He right. He had a few moments though. I ain't gonna lie. When he hopped out the box, I'm like, oh, what are you doing?
That was lit. That was lit. I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead, Dave. You got news, right?
They know you don't care, but they care about that bottom line. Yeah,
we don't care about the news that popped up. News that popped up.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to look at my phone.
The Titans.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, not that.
They interviewed him, but the Titans are hiring the Bengals OC, Brian Callahan, as their next head coach.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
That's out of nowhere.
I know, right?
I did not hear much about that.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't expecting that.
They interviewed
so that was that's three head coaching jobs gone now. 3 head coaching jobs.
We waiting for. We waiting for. All right, now we can interview in person. But speaking of interview in person, all right. So we gotta talk about Carl's second team. I will say he got the Detroit hat on. You know what I mean? The Detroit Lions, man, they are probably the biggest story in the NFL right now. They won more playoff games this year than they ever had since 1957. Crazy, right? 1957. So I ain't gonna do Tomo like that. I'm gonna leave that comment for Dave. I know he got that for you. But we're gonna go right into it. The Detroit Lions beat the Buccaneers, the Baker Mayfield Buccaneers. I wanted him to go first on this, but we're gonna come to you, Dave. Our reaction. What was your reaction to that game? Detroit Lions getting a dub, heading to the conference championship game.
That was an exciting game to watch. I'm not gonna lie. That was that game and the Chiefs and Bills game were the 2 most exciting games I watched this weekend. Luckily, I was able to
too, though.
I mean, it was, but
you were stressed though. I got you.
I'll talk about for me. It wasn't exciting to me, but
that's funny.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Baker Mayfield, man. I feel like he set a lot of people up this year. For one, getting a playoff win at home, hosting a home playoff game, beating the Eagles, and it's like it seems like it's like the underdog story right now. It seems like everyone that's in the conference championship besides Mahomes have been considered underdogs, kind of, sort of. If you look at I
was
tried,
funny.
I tried to not, I
I'm
tried
not
to
gonna
not
lie,
look at
that
that
was funny.
comment, but it was too obvious. It was too obvious.
That was funny.
Oh man, but
Yeah, that was-
um, all I know is that was a great game by Jared Goff, by Jameer Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, CJ Gardner Johnson got a pick in that game. It was a really, really, really good game by both teams. You know, Mike Evans has some really spectacular catches in that game. I wasn't expecting it to be that kind of a game, honestly. I picked the Lions to win that game. I pretty much thought that they was gonna blow them out. That's just what I was thinking.
Right.
But the Baker was like, not today. We might lose, but we ain't getting blown out. So, you know, the game was what 31-23. They had a chance to win it in the final drive, but of course, you know, Baker went back to being the Baker from the Cleveland Browns and threw an interception when everything counted. So that was one thing that was, you know, a little bad. But Jared Goff showed that he don't need a head coach in his ear to call plays. Because we heard that the entire time he was with the Los Angeles Rams that, you know, Sean McVay had to read the plays for him, had to read the defense for him. I'm almost certain Dan Campbell ain't doing that for him. And then Ben Johnson is his OC. But you don't hear that coming out of Detroit that Ben Johnson has to read the defense for him and tell him where to throw it to or who to throw it to. It looks like he's making the decisions on, and they trust him a lot more in Detroit. And Detroit is really, they love Jared Goff because before the game started, they were chanting that man's name. It was like 12:50. The game started like 1, and they were just chanting his name the entire time. They were just Goff. Like this city is excited for this Detroit Lions team, and this is the most success they've seen in a very, very long time. And it's exciting to see a team that has been considered one of the worst teams in the NFL finally look like what we all thought they would be when they had Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson. You know, when they had Barry Sanders, when Barry Sanders was running off, was you know, getting people's ankles out the way in the league. So, but shout out to the Bucs too, man, because they played a lot better than most people thought they would this year. I know a few people didn't think they would make the playoffs. I'm one of them. I didn't think that they would make the playoffs. So I thought they would. I didn't think they would win their division. So shout out to Teddy. Teddy's the only one other than Trent that thought that they would win. That they would win their division.
Oh, okay. I'll go, Carl.
Great game overall.
I'll let you finish it all, Carl, on this topic. All right.
That's cool.
All right. So look, first you brought up CJ, right? All right, CJ Gardner Johnson, right? Him and Baker Mayfield had a back and forth before the game, and then he caught a pick. He caught a pick, and then he handed the ball to Baker Mayfield. I thought that was cool. All right, shout out to the Eagles ties. Also, reading plays. You live and you learn. You know, you come in the league, Sean McVay in his ear constantly, reading the defense for all that stuff. Hey, you live and you learn, man. Jared Goff grew up a lot, man, and he impressed me a lot. But I'm gonna get to him. But first off, the Buccaneers, man. Like they said, I had this being a blowout. I said this would be the only blowout game this weekend. I was totally wrong. The first game was a blowout. Actually, the score of y'all game card was the score I thought it would be for this game, but it wasn't. All right. The Bucs came to play. Every time Detroit tried to put them away, they responded. Mike Evans had a field day, 8 receptions, 147 yards. I did feel like they could have ran the ball more with Rashad White. He had not only 9 carries for 55 yards, but I feel like he was getting chunks. He was averaging 6 yards a carry. He was getting chunks, but they got away from running the ball. And that last interception killed him. But the one I want to talk about is Jared Goff, man. Jared Goff surprised me, y'all. I gotta give him his props, man. I really when Carl came on here and debated Cap about Jared Goff, I was like, I get it, the numbers do match, but Jared Goff ain't there yet, man. Right? That's what I was thinking. This man, Jared Goff, man, he's impressing me. He had a slow start, but in the fourth quarter, his first 11 passes, 11 for 11, 131 yards in the TD. All right? Their key players stepped up in the fourth quarter. Jamari Gibbs, 31-yard touchdown. Amari St. Brown, big third down catch on 3rd and 15. A 16-yard, like he fought for that extra 2 yards to get that first down, and he caught that 9-yard TD on first down in the goal line. That was key. Now, I will say, Carl might mention that Jamel Dean getting hurt. They help a lot, right? He helped. Carl mentioned in the chat, he was strapping. Pause, right? For a lot of people. He allowed only 2 catches, 7 targets for 14 yards. He gets hurt. Zion McCollum comes in, right? What college is that, Carl? What college he went to? You know?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what school he went to.
Okay. All right. 5 receptions allowed on 5 targets, 56 yards and a TD. By the way, that last TD by Marseille Brown was actually on him too. All right. So they did benefit that. But most playoff wins by the Detroit Lions since 1957. Dan Campbell changed that whole culture from top to bottom. All I'm hearing about the coordinators they are leaders of men. And Dan Campbell is leading that charge. Ben Johnson and Eric Glenn. I'm hearing that from like every time people interview them, they are interview these guys because they are mainly leaders, right? Golf hasn't been rattled all playoffs. In these playoffs, 74% completion percentage, which is higher than the regular season. 564 yards, like 280 a game, which is higher than his regular season numbers. 3 touchdowns, 111 QB rating, which is higher than the regular season. He has upped his game in the playoffs, and that's why I'm giving him so much props. And last thing I want to say is this. As an NFC East opponent, you know, Jalen Hurts lost to Baker Mayfield. Dang, that's crazy. But go ahead, Carl.
All right, the reason why I don't know what school he went to, he didn't go to an FBS school. He went to Sam Houston State, which is now an FBS school, but when he went there was an FCS school. So he went to a FCS school. So shout out my D1 AA's for those that don't know what FCS means. It's basically D1 AA. Shout out to them. Now, yes, sir. Yeah, Lions. Lions in that NFC Championship. I called my mother went crazy when Baker Mayfield threw the pick. I'll start with the Bucs. Bucs played a great game. Baker Mayfield led an incredible drive before the half. Mike Evans toe up Cam Sutton. I don't know what that Cam Sutton press was about. I don't know if that was a cover 2 and he let him outside or if it was a 2-man under and he tried to get physical with Mike Evans and just totally forgot about technique. Might have been a 2-man under and he just got punished. But either way, great job by Baker Mayfield. But I wasn't nervous. Baker Mayfield led the touchdown drive to tie at 10-10, but I still was like, okay, that's one drive. I'm not nervous. I believe the Lions go up 17-10. Rasheed White scores the touchdown to tie it at 17-17, but he did the Blade Icewood. And I said it when he did it. That was disrespectful. Now, he came out and said, he was a DM that came out that he said the low blade, like my people's from Detroit, I was paying homage. And I kind of thought that at the time because, you know, my people's from Detroit. You know, my mother, my uncle, my cousins. I got a cousin that go to Central Michigan. Shout out her. But my people's from Detroit. I go like every year. East side off Jefferson. If you're from Detroit, you know. But
okay.
So I'm like, okay, that's fine and all, but this ain't the time and place to be paying homage because it's wartime. Nobody's going to take that as a homage. They're going to take that as disrespect, and you about to turn them up. And what the Lions do? Score 2 straight touchdowns, go up 31-17. Another thing I got to talk about the Bucs. Analytics is killing football. Why on earth, down 14, you score a touchdown to Mike Evans, great touchdown. Why are you going for 2? Why on earth does analytics tell you to go for 2? Because if you get it, you score again, you win the game with an extra point. Well, guess what? If you don't get it, now you're forced to go for 2 again. You could have just kicked the extra point the first time. And if you want to win, you could kick go for 2 and end it there. Or you can kick the extra point and go to OT. The choice is yours. At least you have the choice. By doing that, you take the choice away from yourself if you don't get it. I never understood why coaches go to the analytics in that situation. It's been irritating me for a couple years because this ain't the first, won't be the last time where it happens. But I was happy. Shoot, I'm rooting for the Lions. Go for 2 and don't get it. Works out for me. So I was happy there. Jared Goff played a really good game. Did not have a turnover, if I remember correctly. Nope. No turnovers. And that's the reason why I was hesitant when the Lions got him at first because he's prone to turn the ball over. He will. Matter of fact, I remember his first year there, first preseason game, do a pick. I was like, Jared Goff ain't changed. But he's actually growing. He's growing on me. He's growing since the first round pick out of Cal to now. He's even grown since becoming a Lion the first year to now. He's grown, making plays. I can actually look at Jared Goff, see him come on the field and be like, okay, I have faith in him to make the right plays to put the Lions in position to win. Now, he did have that rough stretch. going against divisional opponents. It's going to happen. Every quarterback has that stretch. Lamar has the stretch. Mahomes had that stretch. Every quarterback is going to have that stretch. It's about how you bounce back, and Jared Goff so far has bounced back in a phenomenal way. Jahmyr Gibbs, man, can't say – what more can I say about the rookie out of Bama via Georgia Tech? Never understood why he went to Georgia Tech in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a phenomenal back. Does it all. You can run the ball out the backfield, catch the ball out the backfield, dynamic with the football, can burn you on open field. I think he was the spark plug that run game needed against Tampa. I think David Montgomery, he kind of more so his style more so fit the Bucs defense and stopping him, while Gibbs' style more so fit the Lions and getting big plays after big play after big play. As you saw, run a touchdown run before Amon St. Brown scored. I think Jahmyr Gibbs actually scored this touchdown to go up 17-10. And one more unsung guy I've been watching since 2021. Shout out my dog, Craig Reynolds. I've been watching Craig Reynolds try to make the Lions year after year since 2021. And now to see him score a playoff touchdown, I was genuinely happy, bro. Like he was a Raven. That's how happy I was with Craig Reynolds to score in the playoffs. I nothing but respect to Craig Reynolds. Now, if Tom Kennedy could find the end zone next week, it's the same thing. I mess with Tom Kennedy too. But shout out to the Lions, great win. Now let's bring home this NFC chip so I can have half my Super Bowl I want.
Now, I do want to say this. Shout out to Brad Holmes, the GM for the Detroit Lions. Remember the NFL draft episode? And they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, and everybody's like, what are you doing? Why are you drafting a running back in top 10? Y'all should have got a dude from Georgia, Eagle ties. But like you said, he was a spark plug to our run defense. To our direction attack, and get rid of Swift. He's like that. He just stepped right into that role, that elusive role at the running back position. So I do want to say that. And I do agree with the going for two, Carl. I'm sorry. They couldn't. Detroit was hot offensively. They like, we get one stop, we could win this game. Not go to overtime. So I was okay with it.
They got to stop, though. And because they did that.
That's what I'm saying. We need one stop, and then we score, game over. We just kick the field goal, game over. We saw Trevor Lawrence and Doug Peterson go for two. Go for two for the game last year, and they got it.
But I'd rather you do that than to be down 2 touchdowns scored, go down 8, and then go for 2. I'd rather you say, forget overtime. We gonna win it here. No, but see, this the thing though. You get to have the choice. Now you take the choice away that you didn't get it.
I think you didn't have a choice. I see that.
I'd rather you kick the extra point, and if you feel like, all right, OT, we're not gonna stop these guys. Let's go for the win now. I'll take that over. We might not. What does that message send to your defense? I don't trust you to get the stop, so I'm gonna go for 2. Because, okay, say you go for 2 and you don't get to stop and score a touchdown. What did that change?
I get you, but I was cool with it. Now Detroit did it. It's like, what are y'all doing? Y'all don't need to do this. But I get the
That would be something Dan Campbell would do.
And you got Mike Evans, man. Throw that thing up.
Yeah, but last thing I gotta say, babe, you cannot do that when the rubber needs to meet the road, bro. Second play, the pick.
Oh, the pick. Okay.
Second play, you just throw the ball away like that. I mean, Lions fans and Lions supporter, we thank you, but you cannot do that.
Well, Jordan Love did it on the first down. That was crazy. All right, so Carl, man, it's for you, man. Last topic, man. Flock Nation, stand up. Lamar Jackson defeating all the odds, coming in the league. Oh, he should be a wide receiver, right? He should, he's a running back. A lot of people said that in the chat, but one-time MVP, soon to be two-time MVP. Finally in the AFC Championship game, he's going against your guy, Patrick Mahomes. But before we get to that, he went against a young rookie, C.J. Stroud, and people still was picking the Texans over y'all, even though with the number 1 defense, with Lamar Jackson MVP. So, Carl, first half was tough, but second half was a different game. All right, what was your reaction, your recap to that game?
We want to talk about when the rubber needs to meet the road. Let's talk about that. First half, 10-10. Ravens get the football coming out of half. And you don't punt at all. Matter of fact, you don't settle for nothing less than a touchdown. 3 drives, 3 straight touchdowns. The only reason why we kick a field goal on the 4th drive is because we saw it in the game away. We're just running the ball. We're not even aggressively trying to get first downs. We're just running it. We get the first down. We get it. but we just taking time off the clock. Still get a field goal. And it was led by none other than LJ Lamar Jackson. Action Jackson. Y'all gonna start respecting my quarterback. My quarterback, 10-10, went in the locker room, said what he had to say, and led by example as well. Not only did he talk the talk, he walked the walk. Man, I'm so proud of my dog. I was so happy. Lamar Jackson is steady, proving haters wrong. And I love what he said. He said, I realized I didn't have to prove nobody wrong. I just got to be myself. I got to play my game, and we're going to get W's. And that's what's been happening. Another W, another blowout W. And if I can take you behind the scenes, my boy CJ, before the game, texted me a final score of 48-16, thinking it was going to be a blowout. So he knew it was going to be a blowout. But I don't know. I don't get it. I get you see the Browns lost 45-14 or whatever the score was, but we ain't Cleveland. We not new to this. Them having this success is new to them. We not that. And we not going, it's not going to be sweet at the bank. The Texans was at home. This is a road game. And you don't think Lamar Jackson hears this? He told y'all, the reporter said, did you hear this? You know I heard it. All y'all keep doing is fueling my dog. You keep fueling them and keep fueling them, and then you keep wondering why you're wrong and why you're wrong. You might want to hush, but I don't want you to. Keep talking. I love this Lamar, so keep talking. But, man, just great game by my boy. Great game by the defense. Defense gave up 3 points. You might be saying, Carl, they had 10. Special teams. Special teams touchdown, just like the Super Bowl against the Giants. Defense does a great job. Pitch a shutout. We give up a special teams touchdown. Special teams touchdown is the only reason why this game was tied. That's why at halftime I wasn't nervous. 10-10 game. I was on edge for sure. I was on edge before the game. I felt like I was about to play in it. But 10-10 game, defense only give up 3 points. I'd take that all day. So, great game, Flog Nation. Great game, Lamar. Let's stack another W, 1-0 every week. We got to take it one game at a time. And that's exactly the message that our leader, Lamar Jackson, is preaching.
Dave?
It's my favorite quarterback in the league, man. This is not much I can really do to say other than what Carl just said. This man had 11 carries for 100 yards. I think he broke the record for 100-yard games by a quarterback in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson is without a doubt the second best quarterback in the league. I don't think we need to question about anyone else being above him. He's the only player that has a unanimous MVP.
Might have two.
He has another one coming from this season. He's led the best team in NFL to where they are right now. The crazy thing is they could have been the best team in the NFL if he never got hurt the last 2 years. I think that's something that a lot of people forget is that the last 2 years, when he got hurt, they were the best team in football. It's just he got hurt, so he couldn't finish the year.
Even with 35 players on IR or whatever the number was, a crazy number of players on IR.
And the crazy thing is, it's the same thing this year. He got players on IR. His number one running back got hurt the first game of this season.
It's tight end.
Mark Andrews is still out. He hasn't come back yet.
Everybody said Lamar's a product of Mark Andrews.
Then you got Odell, who came back from injury. He has not been the Odell of old that we know, but he makes plays when he needs to. You got Nelson Aguilar out there making plays. What do we always remember about Nelson Aguilar? What he did in Philly when he was dropping passes. But they come to Baltimore and they play differently. You know, Rashad Bateman comes back. Devin Duvernay came back in this game. Like Lamar Jackson is the Ravens. It's Lamar Jackson and the defense. Now, that's not to say that none of his players don't make plays. It's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is he leads this team without a doubt. He is clearly the best player on this team, and that is without question. He's better than Joe Burrow because he does it without having a certified number one wide receiver. I mean, Zay Flowers is going to become that. But he's a rookie this year. You can't say he's not Jamar Chase. He's not a T. Higgins. T. Higgins, we know what he did before Jamar Chase got there. And then they had Tyler Boyd as well. So he technically has 3 number one receivers on one team. Josh Allen wasn't what he was before he got Stephon Diggs. Lamar Jackson has been the same guy, no matter who has been his receiver. And now that he has a great defense that's helping him out, even though the defenses had injuries, Kyle Hamilton, we know he got hurt after the 49ers game. Then we know
Marlo was out.
Yep, he was out. But look, you got Roquan. You got there are 4 linebackers I can name off the top of my head that are the best in the league right now. 2 on the Ravens and 2 on the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm not throwing Patrick Queen as best linebacker.
Patrick Queen has stepped up this year. I'm sorry.
But I'm not throwing him above Zaire Franklin. I'm not throwing him above Bobby Wagner. I'm not throwing him above Brian Jacksonville.
One of the best. Let's just say he's one of the best linebackers in the league. Okay, if you're not going to do that, he's one of the best linebackers in the league. But these teams are led by 2 of the best linebackers in the league with Roquan and Fred Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Roquan Smith, if you look at his stats, it's very similar to Ray Lewis in his very first 6 seasons. Now, I'm not saying he's Ray Lewis, but it's very, very similar.
Yeah, his coach, he changed that defense.
We all know that when you come to Baltimore, you got to be able to play physical defense. And that's what this defense does. And that's what happened to the Texans. They just went into Baltimore, they went into the bank, and they didn't know what to do. They made a few key plays, but there was not much they can do because this Ravens defense is the best defense in the league. They showed that this year. So shout out to the Ravens. Shout out to my boy DeMeco Ryans, though, man, because I still want to give him props for being able to get his team in this position to be able to win his first playoff game since he's become a head coach this year with the rookie OC, rookie DC, rookie quarterback. And he's a rookie head coach. So shout out to DeMeco Ryans. I think he should definitely be in the conversation for coach of the year, if not the coach of the year. So shout out to the Houston Texans, CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah, he has definitely opportunity to do that. Shout out to Carl. Shout out to Chris in the chat. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to my pops. I know he's excited, man. He said they're gonna blow the cheese out, by the way. That's what he said. But he's like, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But Texans had a great year. All right, they overachieved. They have a bright future. They got a young core: C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, Stingley at cornerback, Jalen at safety. So they got some pieces over there they can grow up of. They got a future now. I just want to quickly talk about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has a chance to be a top 10 quarterback ever after this year. All right? Do y'all know there are only 4 quarterbacks that have 2 MVPs in the Super Bowl victory? That's Brady, Mahomes, Peyton Manning, and Joe Montana. That's it. Nobody else has 2 MVPs and a Super Bowl victory. Lamar has the opportunity to have 2 2 unanimous. He might be unanimous because the whole media is saying he's MVP, but somebody's gonna throw Dak in there. You all know that.
I don't think so.
All right. But if he gets 2 unanimous MVPs and a Super Bowl victory, that in the Super Bowl MVP, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to make some talk.
And 2 All Pros.
And
First team All Pros, by the way.
We gotta talk about it. All right. So Lamar Jackson, man, he's silencing all the doubters. I know he had a lot of naysayers, doesn't talk good. One thing my dad said is in the chat. My dad said it's not like he don't talk good enough. He just country. He a country boy, and he don't sound like your typical Drew Brees, Tom Brady type. Even he could throw Mahomes in there, Mahomes type quarterback. He like I think he's more relatable. Like Lamar Jackson gives you actually more hope to become an MVP in the league, right? Like if we could look at Lamar and be like, man, if he can do it, I can do it because he reminds me of somebody that I'm cool with, So he's a country dude, but the man got manners. Like I said in the chat, the man always say yes sir, yes ma'am. Like he interviewed Lisa right after the game. She asked him questions, he's answering. All right, thank you, Lamar. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Man, I was like, this man got so much manners. I told you, I met a young lady who worked at the school his daughter goes to. He picked his daughter up every day from school when he in Baltimore. That's a man right there. Shout out to Lamar Jackson for that. But so run first QB can't win a Super Bowl. Man, I'm rooting for him so bad just so he can kill that narrative. Nobody wanted him this all season, including the Commanders. All right, imagine the Falcons went out there. Oh my gosh, right? John Harbaugh, right? This man believes in Lamar. You're a head coach in the league. You need to take notes from this man because one thing he does is instill belief into Lamar Jackson. He always been like that since Lamar Jackson's been the starting quarterback. Hey, Lamar, what do you want to do? You want to go for it? Oh, you want to go a field goal?
Fourth
Let's
down
go
against the
for it.
Texans. That
Let's
fourth
go.
down, he looked at Lamar. Hey, you want to go for it? All right, let's go for it.
And Carl, we all know what was gonna happen. I knew he was gonna keep it. What the Texans doing? Like, come on, y'all. So yeah. So I gotta give him props for that. He never wavered with Lamar, and Lamar has his trust. So shout out to the Ravens, man. Y'all doing your thing.
Man, hey, I said it when we drafted him. It wasn't. This is like long before the chats and all that. I said we got Lamar. F anything else. I was so happy we drafted Lamar when we drafted him. 31 teams passed on him. Thank you, Eagles, for trading up for us to get him. Eat your hearts out. Lamar Jackson is forever a Raven. And for all those who said, did they get their money worth by week 5? You're an idiot. It's week 5.
Yeah, that was the topic. You did mention that. Yeah.
But also, this is one thing I want to say because Dave brought it up. Nelson Aguilar is not dropping passes. But I was told 2 years ago Ravens drops was because of the spin of the football by Lamar. But I'm going to just leave that at
that. All right, y'all, let's wrap this up, right? So my last words, shout out to the whole network, Tomo Dave, BWT with Teddy. 2 new episodes just dropped today. The Mets and the Nationals all season. You gotta check it out. Shout out to Carl, CTC. All right, I'm pretty sure Carl got an episode coming out soon. He'll go through that when he talks. LFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coon. Shout out to Coach. In the red corner, Fast Camp Tony, Ricky and Ty. They didn't have an episode last Sunday, but go and watch that Bomac interview. It's doing numbers right now. RBO, shout out to Vom. New episode with Ty yesterday on Sunday. So go check that out. Dave's Doghouse, like you said, he has an episode coming out Wednesday at 7 p.m. It's going to be longer than normal. If you're in the R2L community, including myself, make sure you send Dave your votes. Tonight, I get it, Dave. You know how you send the R-Pro? Just 2. And guess what 2 are? All right.
Also, I have my first ever guest on the show on Wednesday as well.
Okay. So let's do it. All right. Kings Talk. Make sure y'all tune in tonight. We got the Hawks tonight. The last time Fox had a 30 ball while having a dub was against the Hawks. So he got to get that back there tonight. All right. New episode tonight. So shout out to the IG chats. We had a heated debate about Dak and Josh Allen. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio to become a member. Shout out to everyone working behind the scenes for R2L. Commanders interview Eric Bieniemy. I mean, I'm all right with that. You know, whatever they decide to do, I'm okay with. Hashtag swipe a season like the Ben.
Last words for me. Shout out to San Fran. We want to know. Now with that, she race. Got to go 1-0 again. Y'all already know what I care about. I don't care about just getting to the Super Bowl. I care about winning it. So take care of business on Sunday, and let's see what happens.
All right, my last words. Wake Forest is down 6 to North Carolina on the road. 15:40 left in the second half. It's been on my phone this whole time on mute, so that's why I've been looking off the screen. But secondly, I'm drunk. I had a drunk moment. Michigan State do not play Michigan tomorrow. I don't know why I kept saying tomorrow. We don't play again until Thursday. But we played Wisconsin. Oh, excuse me, not even Thursday. We played Friday against Wisconsin and Wisconsin. So I didn't call my dad, let him know, hey, we play all tomorrow. No, I got to call him back. We don't play all tomorrow. We play them next Tuesday. So that was a drunk moment on my part. But we beat the Turtles. We don't fear no turtle. We don't fear none of that. Kick them boys out their own trap. CTC episodes should be tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow for sure. Going over some college basketball. I'm basically just gonna go over some games tomorrow. Tonight's slate was kind of there, so I didn't do any slate. I didn't want to do anything about tonight. But Ravens, let's get this AFC chip. Let's get Lamar to the Super Bowl. Lions, same thing. I want a Ravens-Lions Super Bowl. Let's go. Me versus my mother. Super Bowl would be lit.
Won't happen. Sorry, mama.
All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe, and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.